Hello, this is the exoplan case for insights. It is a mandibular case. I will plan 3 implants. The patient will get a bridge here. And implant will be planned for 4.3, 4.5, and 4.6, and 4.4 will be a pontic. So we have also an antagonist for this case. And I'm starting the implant planning right now. And after the implant planning is done, I will design a surgical guide based on that planning. So the project is loading. The STLs, the optical scans, will be automatically loaded, as you can see. That happens if a scanner is connected. And now I will load my DICOM data, which is located there. I've selected this case because the DICOM data has a lot of artifacts, as you can see. I selected it to show that even though it has a lot of artifacts, it's possible to do a good alignment. I'll set the density here for the bone and the animal. Go further. The axial and view direction for this case does not have to be changed because it's good as it is. So I'll just reset it and go next. So this is the first step here in the alignment. So what I need to do here is to set a threshold that shows me distinct features, both as on the CT that I also can see on the stone model. So I will select my points here. Different heights. And as far away from each other as possible. Like that. Do the 3-point alignment. Check the result. It's a pretty good result, but to be sure, I will use the improve accuracy here. This means I can mark feature regions or crop the CT mesh. I will start by marking some feature regions on the model. You can make the brush size large, go quicker. I will only mark the teeth here on the model, since that is the same, well, since only the teeth are visible in the CT. So, like that. I'll say OK. And I can also crop the mesh. Just to be on the safe side, I will crop it a little bit. And I will just save the part that has the teeth. Select through. And we can cut away this part as well. So this is good. And then I go back to my best fit and start the best fit alignment. So now the software is only looking to these areas when doing the alignment. So let's see what we got. All right, seems good to me. We have dark blue in many places, which means it's a good alignment. I will accept this as acceptable alignment, and I will set my panoramic curve. What I want to do here is I want to see the nerve, right? So I'll switch to this view, and then I use that to see where the nerve is, and I can position my points to get a better view of the nerve. something like that. Now I see the nerve canal here. I can go back to this and arrange the threshold, be like that. And let's go next. So, when marking the nerve canal, I locate the foramen and click on it with the mouse wheel, which when I do that, all the secondary views focus on that point, and I can see the entrance hole here, and I can start marking my canal. I will press Shift, and when I click, the cut view is jumping backwards. I can switch to the panoramic curve if I'm more comfortable in marking it here. And I'll continue marking my nerve canal like this. Can put this a little bit ahead. And now I can also, of course, set the diameter. I think it was good as it was. Like that. And go next. Now I will place some tooth models. 2 clicks and position on gingiva 4-6. Oh, don't do that. If something goes wrong, just delete the contact points and start over. So I can change the library here to generic smooth if I want to. And then I will go next and correct the placement in the next step. So I can use the chain mode here and correct the tooth placement. Since we are going to use the backward planning workflow, I will take some time here to correct the teeth in a good place so that I can use this positioning or placement when planning the implants. It's roughly placed. I'll go back to simple mode and I can arrange teeth a little. Maybe make that a little thinner. So this is a guideline then for my implant placement. Okay, I'll go further. Here I can select the threshold to show me the bone in blue. Go to the next step. And now we are at the implant positioning step. In the list here, you can select which tooth you want to place first. I will start with 4-3. So I roughly place it first here, and then since I'm doing the backward planning workflow, I will use the position of my tooth. I will take a look at the model. And first of all, I position my implant to correspond to where I want it. And then I will, after that, I'll check in the cut view here what it actually looks like. I can use a longer implant for this one. Let's drag this one down here. Let's see, let's take that. This looks all right, maybe a little bit further out there. Take a look. Well, this works with the tooth model as well. So now I will go to my 4.5. And now when I'm at the second implant, I can activate the implant control here and check the implant angles as soon as I've positioned it. Place it roughly there. And I will do the same thing here, that I will first of all set it to fit where I want it, like that. And now I'm switching to the cut view. All right. See the degrees up here? This is good. I can use maybe a 4.1 implant here instead. And let's see if 12 millimeters too long. I will take a 10 millimeter implant here. Let's see. There, I'm touching the nerve, so I'll move it away from it. I think this is good. Let's check it on the model. Looks okay. And I move further to 4.6. Can place the implant roughly, like before. Let's take a 4.1 for this one as well. And place it in accordance to the model, first of all, the tooth model. Just roughly here. That. Check the angulation. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to do that. So. Now I switch to the cut view. Okay. That was too close. All right. I think this is good. Let's see if I can have a longer implant. Nah. That's, oh yeah. Could use this one. Save for the canal. All right. And our angles are within a reasonable limit. We go. We can blend in all those. Looks okay for a bridge placement. Let's go further. So I have Straumann implants, and I will select the fully guided sleeves, 5 millimeter sleeves. And then I can correct the position, the height. Place them like, let's place them like that so that they don't touch the gingiva. We could something like this. And I'll go to the next step, and our implant planning is done. I confirm it, and now the output files are written. Soon we can take a look at the report. So here we have the report, and we have our notes there and information about the implants and detailed information as well. Like this. Let's close that for now, and we can go further. Now we go to the design surgical guide. The first is to design the material around the sleeves. I will set the minimum base thickness to 2. I think that's enough in this case. And I'll set the height, I think, let's see, 7. Yeah, 7 is good. I can also adjust clearance above so that it's cutting away a bit here over the tooth, which makes a natural window then for that tooth. So that's good. We go further. And now it's time to design the surgical guide bottom. So first of all, I'll set the insertion direction from view, and I apply it. And now, so all these areas that are pink here will be blocked out. I've selected, well, I used the default values here of 0.03 and offset, and allow undercuts of 0.1 millimeter. This is of course something that you have to, especially the offset, see with the machine you're using. I worked with a machine before that 0.03 or 0.06 was very good. But of course that depends on what kind of fit you want on the teeth of the patient. So there it's done. We can proceed. And now we will design the surgical guide top. So I'll just draw my line here where I want the surgical guide top to go. I will make a full jaw or a guide design that covers all the remaining all remaining teeth. For stability here, go down a bit here and end with a double click. Let's check the points and apply. We have a thickness of 2.5. We could change that, but I think 2.5 is good. And let's see what we got. Looks fine. We can go further. So now we will place a couple of windows, fit check windows. One here. I'll turn it up a little bit, like this. Do the preview. That's all right. We can place a second one over here. Let's do a thinner. And just to make sure when the guide is in the patient's mouth that it's seated properly. Oh, like this. And we can also place text. It takes the patient name text. I can do it a little bit closer, smaller. Insights 2018, or if we want, we can change it to, inside 2018 like that. And good. Let's see. I was thinking of adding a little bit of material over here. I want a round one. So like that. So now we have the possibility to do some freeforming. Smooth these edges a little bit. And as well here, just make it a bit smoother. And smooth these edges as well. Like that. So that's it. And now the surgical guide protocol is written. There it is. We can show that. We have here the patient information, the information about what implants are planned and which sleeves are used and which surgical kits and drills that would be used. And in the project directory, we will find our merged surgical guide STL that could be sent to the printer or our partner lab. And we are done.